So as I was saying, guys, this subject is all about data analysis. We're going to make use of R and RStudio as a platform for data analysis. Okay, so we're going to do descriptive statistics, graphical representation, hypothesis testing, regression models. Okay, so that's the end goal of this subject. And we're not going to use Excel, we're going to use R for this, a very popular and important software. So this is the outline of the course. For the first few weeks, we're going to learn we're going to focus on navigating through R. We want ourselves to be comfortable with the use of the platform, with the use of the software, so that as we progress, we will be able to enhance our skills and become more comfortable with the use of it. So getting started with R, navigating through R, and then we will do, the first lesson will be all about data visualization. We're going to use a package in R called ggplot2. And ggplot2 is a very powerful data visualization package. So we can use this in order to plot scatter plots, line graphs, histograms, bar plots, etc. So different plots, very powerful, very graphic tool. And then we're going to deal with data transformation using the package dplyr. A package, guys, is it's a set of codes, commands, functions in R that's contributed by other people. So they contributed to CRAN, the Comprehensive R Archive Network, and CRAN looks at the coding there, and then if it's okay, then they're going to upload it to CRAN, and then people can make use of the package itself. So a while ago, I mentioned ggplot2, and then here we're going to use dplyr among many other packages. We're going to learn how to transform data. So we're going to filter data. When you say filter data, we're going to remove rows there. We can arrange it, we can select, we can mutate, summarize, and we can do other filters. Another topic that we're going to, after data transformation, we go to exploratory data analysis. Okay, we're going to explore more our data and look at variation, missing values, patterns and models, etc. And then we're going to learn how to tidy the data. We're going to import data, tidy it, so that we can perform data analysis. Then we look at hypothesis testing and then regression. Regression using R. We're going to, I'm going to add more applications here, not only regression, maybe we'll go into classification. Okay, classification. And then this is a small class, guys. So we're going to divide ourselves into groups. So next meeting, mag-grouping tayo. Tapos, and then there will be very few individual work. Most will be group work. Individual work will be more on yung synchronous quizzes. So that will be individual. And a few other. From most of the requirements here will be group. So I hope, since konti lang tayo, groups of 3 or 2 or 3 lang tayo, no? 2 or 3. Okay, so I also placed here sa modules natin, pinost ko na yung mga, kasi 3 sections tong ano, no? So medyo pinost ko na rin yung ibang yung ibang nasa other section, kasi we have had already 2 sessions with them. Tayo isa pa lang ngayon, kaya I'll be requesting, i-pause ko muna yung screen, no? I-pause ko muna yung recording. Please remind me to continue later. All right. So these are the materials that we're going to use. So kindly open this, itong introduction to R. Okay, could you kindly open that? The question is why why do we use R? Bakit R ang gagamitin natin? There are other softwares, no? May mga available softwares naman na iba. No? Can you see the screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I took this from, this is a product, this is not my own, this is a product of Pekka Malo, assistant professor in this school. I don't know what this school is. Okay, so why use R? So first and foremost, R is a powerful software language where you can do statistical computing. It's a programming language, but it's a high-level programming language. So very powerful in R. It actually came from the S software. You can do tons of things in R. Foremost of which is you can use it as a graphical interface. You can do very beautiful plots in R. In particular, I mentioned a while ago yung ggplot2. Aside from that, konti lang naman yung gumagamit ng R, guys. Unfortunately, sila Google lang, sila Facebook, sila Twitter. These big tech companies. So sila lang naman yung gumagamit ni R. Of course, that was in irony. So R is very popular. Si Google, for instance, ginagamit niya si R para i-calculate yung ROI niya on advertising campaigns for prediction purposes, to analyze the effectiveness of TV ads, and to make online advertising more effective. Si Facebook then, okay, pati si Twitter. So these big tech companies have seen the importance and the value of R. Google will not be one of the best companies in the world if it doesn't use its resources wisely. So it has seen the power and the importance of using R. So we're in good hands, guys. Many companies, big companies, make use of R as their platform. Not only that, si Uber, Ford, you know Ford, guys, no? Tapos si ANZ, Australia New Zealand Bank, and B of A, no? B of A, the Bank of America, and many other big companies globally, guys. They make use of R and R Studio as their platform. Now, why R? So many benefits. Open source language. Ito yung isang pinakamalaking benefit ng R. Because it's an open source language and people can contribute to it. Nowadays, year 2021, if I'm not mistaken, there are more than 20,000 packages, add-in tools, add-ins to R. So saka nung makakita, guys, no? Ang dami nagko-contribute and free yan for use. It's free. Wala tayong babayaran sa R. That makes it really very, very, very robust and very attractive. Then yung mga big companies, like Google, of course, they can afford maybe millions of dollars worth of softwares. But why did they choose R as one of their softwares? Most probably because of these reasons. No? There are a vast community of users of R. It's also an advanced statistical language. And R, as I said a while ago, provides outstanding graphs. Okay, and it's extremely comprehensive. A lot of applications with it. So as I was saying, guys, we're in good hands. We're in good hands in learning R and R Studio. Definitely, guys, and hopefully, when you go out of this institution of LaSalle, later on, you can put that in your resume, in your CV, proficiency in R and R Studio. That will count a lot. Okay, so take the initiative, guys, to learn R even on your own. Kahit wala dito sa class, kayo na lang magsasawa, guys, ng so many tutorials. So if we don't learn R, it will be our mistake, guys. Kasi we didn't take the initiative to try to learn more about this very powerful software. Okay, interest over time, you can see the plot hanggang 2016 pa lang to, but I guess hanggang 21, it will really increase over time compared to the other softwares that are not free and that are really expensive. Tingnan mo yung popularity nila, no? And interest over time. Si SPSS bumababa over time. Pero si R, okay? The two most popular softwares today, freeware siya, are R and Python. Later on, guys, pag medyo sanay na kayo sa R, then take the next step. Learn Python. Also, in fact, I feel that Python is easier in a sense, no, to a certain degree. Pero sa akin, mas robust kasi yung paggamit ng R, especially in finance and in data analysis. No? Okay, so moving forward. Okay, ano ba yung mga skills na hinahanap ngayon sa isang data analyst, data scientist? Kasama dun yung knowledge in R and Python. Okay, among the other things. Kailangan marunong data analysis, R and Python. These are very important top skills if you're going to be a data scientist someday. So if that's your plan, then start now. Start now accumulating skills, in particular R, Python, okay, machine learning also. Maybe towards the end, we'll have an example of an application of data analysis and machine learning. So I'm thinking of giving an example of this, even a slight example so that we appreciate yung use ng R. Top programming language in 2014, nandito sa rank 9 si R. Okay, it has jumped 2015. I don't have the data, guys, for 2020. Okay, so si R at saka si Python, no? Very important, two of the most important softwares. Yung iba, Java, C, C++, these are really more difficult languages to learn. But as business people, okay, para sa atin, ang pinaka-importante itong dalawang softwares na to, Python and R. Okay, then, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, guys, about the libraries, about the back packages, yung mga programs na kinocontribute ng mga statisticians, engineers, even medical professionals, doctors, or biologists, those from the natural sciences, they would come up with programs that will be R-based, tapos i-contribute nila. Kaya maraming gumagamit from different fields, from ecology, from natural sciences, physical sciences. Many of them use R kasi nga very powerful yung R because of the additional packages. So ito yung sinasabi ko noong 2016, 9,000 plus na yung packages. Ngayon, 2021, it's check nyo nga, guys. Check natin, just to be sure. Natin, number of packages in R as of 2020. Let's see, this 16,000 pala. No? As of November 2020, there are more than 16,000 packages available. Okay, so of course, guys, hindi naman natin magagamit yung 16,000 na yan. Para sa finance, para sa business, 10 to 20 will already be more than sufficient. 10 to 20 packages, okay na yun for our purposes. So 16,000 pala, no? As of November 2020. Okay, so going back to our discussion. Okay. All right, then we have here two sites, okay, Stack Overflow at GitHub. These are very popular to programmers, to data analysts. Tapos Stack Overflow, according to GitHub and Stack Overflow, in terms of popularity, okay, si GitHub, isa sa mataas si R, no? Ganun din kay GitHub. One of the most popular na package is R, na software is R. Hindi dito si Python, no? Python is somewhere here. In fact, parang mas mataas pa si Python. Okay, but initially, guys, learn R, and then later on, mas madadalian na kayo na aralin si Python. All right, so the rest are just extraneous. Okay, anyway, aaralin naman natin to. Okay, so I assume, guys, you have already downloaded R. The repository, the center for R, guys, is CRAN. If you type in Google CRAN, if you type CRAN there, then you'll have this comprehensive R archive network. Okay, if you haven't downloaded it, so ito yun for Mac and for Windows, you can download that. So pag dinownload nyo si R, guys, ito yung interface ng R. So this is your R. R is your engine. R software is your engine. So you can do computing here and lots of things. No? Data analysis, square root of 121. Okay, so you can see that it gives the answer. Okay, this is called the R console. Ang problema, guys, medyo limited yung interface ni R. Kaya nga there's this other companies, R Studio, na nag-create ng R Studio as an IDE. No? What's IDE? Lagay ko nga yun. I'll put that in the chat, guys. It's called IDE. You see that IDE, that's your integrated development environment. That's your IDE, integrated development environment. Ano ibig sabihin nun? It acts as a backdrop for your engine. Ang engine natin si R, ang backdrop natin, let's say yung dashboard natin, if we're going to use an analogy of a car, the engine is R itself. The dashboard is your R Studio. Now we know, guys, that the dashboard will not run without the engine. So ang pinaka-importante talaga yung engine. Kaso to enhance the use of the engine, naglalagay tayo ng dashboard para makita natin yung information about what's happening to your engine. No? About, let's say, yung fuel level, yung odometer, pati yung oil level, etc. And if there's anything wrong, if the door is open, diba, etc. So these are basic information na binibigay ng dashboard. Yun ang ginagawa ni R Studio. So first you download R, and then you download R Studio. You cannot use R Studio if you don't have R. Okay, so R Studio, lagay natin dito. R Studio. Okay, so this is your R Studio. This serves as the IDE. Dito tayo so download na tayo. Alright, so this is your R Studio. And you can download R Studio. Okay, so may mga commercial, yung R Studio Desktop Pro. Of course, for big businesses na to, no? But even if it's a commercial, relatively mura lang siya. No? R Studio Server Pro. Tayo, we need this. Kahit na integrated tools na yan, marami na tayong magagawa dyan. For our purposes, guys, hindi naman natin kailangan to. This is more than enough for us. So, question lang, guys, have you also installed R Studio in your laptops, in your computers, guys? Pakilagay nga. Kung yes or no. Okay, thank you. Now, may I also have this answer from you. What are you using? Windows ba kayo o Mac? Mac environment. Pakilagay lang para alam ko, guys. So, may Mac tayo. Okay. Okay. So, kasi medyo iba yung, minsan iba yung mga codes pag Mac at saka may Windows. Unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry, I'm using Windows. So, hindi ko kabisado yung Mac. Hindi ko ginagamit yung Mac. Although may Mac notebook ako, pero unfortunately, I seldom use it. No? So, we'll just have to help each other, yung mga Mac users. Kindly help me na lang, kunyari kung may function na wala naman tayo masyado magiging problema, guys, sa R or R Studio kasi andun na yung interface na yan. Hindi na natin mababago yan. So, whether it's Mac or Windows, pareho lang. Sometimes lang siguro sa sa ibang codes baka may iba sa ano sa iba, may iba sa Windows at saka sa Mac. But generally guys, nagkakaproblema ako nito kapag Excel yung ginagamit ko as a platform. Kasi iba yung functionality pag Mac at saka pag Windows kapag Excel. So sa R and R Studio wala tayong magiging problema. Okay, thank you for that inputs guys. Okay. So thank you na ano niyo na to na download niyo na. Okay, if ever you get a warning in macros, okay? May sinishare dito sa ano. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, John. Let me may sinare si John sa ano sa chat. Ito, yan. Okay, so thank you, John. Did you encounter this difficulty when you were installing?
Yes, sir. Yung
Okay.
parehong-pareho dun sa settings na failed na nag-patch.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. So those of you who are using Mac, in case you have difficulty, but I guess wala ang difficulty kasi na-install nyo na, no? Sorry. Third subject ko na ito kaya medyo nag-aano yung voice ko. No? Sorry for that, guys.
Sir, take your time.
Thank you. Thank you for your concern. Pero hindi ibig sabihin, guys, na na third subject ko na to for the day. Lesser na yung intensity ko dito, of course not. I'll be as intense in when I say intense, yung passion, no? I'll be passionate about our journey in this subject. Okay, so going back, guys. Okay, so we were here in our studio, no? So you can download this. So depende yan sa sa so ito merong for Windows and for Mac. So since na-download nyo na siya, so okay na siya. Okay, so kindly open, guys, open the R. Okay. Open R. So pag binuksan nyo si R, guys, hindi ito makikita nyo, iba makikita nyo, no? So kindly open R Studio. Okay, could you kindly tell me what color of the backdrop you have there?
White, sir.
White, okay? Ano yung makikita nyo dito sa first ano ba to? First quadrant pala. Asa may second quadrant? Upper left. What do you see here?
Sir, information lang ng R Studio.
Information lang ng R Studio. How about here? What do you see? What do you see here, guys?
Console din, sir.
Console. Binago nyo na, no?
Yes, sir. I viewed the session, yung 1.8. Tapos I changed the...
Okay. Good. Thank you so much. How about the rest? Binago nyo na ba rin yung yung arrangement? If not, guys, ganito, no? So you go to Tools. Before we go to Tools, kasi 4 na windows yan. First is your source window or script window. Second is your console. Pag bago yung bukas yung R Studio, yung console andi dito banda, no? Third is your environment, and fourth is your files, plots, and packages. Now, if you can rearrange this, walang problema. Dito lang yung sa Tools. If you go to Tools and then Global Options, you can change the interface, you can change the format, the appearance. Let's just wait. Some time there. Okay, so Tools Options, this is what we get, no? We have several choices here. Now let's just focus on appearance. If I click appearance, you have here my theme, and then yung zoom. If you want to increase the size of the font, i-zoom siya, 130% or 120%. And then you have the font. Ginagamit ko Lucida. And then font size. Medyo nagaglasses kasi ako kaya I normally increase the font size. And then yung editor's theme. So yung backdrop to, yung ambience, ano, itim, chaos, iba-iba yung kulay ng mga, kunyari, parentheses. Chrome is white. This is also nice. Clouds midnight is black. Clouds is, hindi ko masyado makita to. Kaya ayoko ng clouds. And then, I use cobalt. Cobalt yung ginagamit ko. Kasi sa akin, okay yung contrast. Makikita nyo ba guys yung screen ko? Yung maliwanag naman?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. And then you have other options. So it's up to you to explore guys kung how you want your appearance to look. And then you have this pane layout. Ito na guys, yung sinasabi natin. Initially, ganito pag binuksan nyo si R, ganito yung lalabas, no? Andito si source, andito si environment, andito si console, andito si files, plots, and packages. I prefer putting side by side si source at saka si console. Yung iba naman magkailalim, okay? Para sa akin kasi mas ginagalaw ko yung dalawang to. So I want them to be in the same level. Hindi na ako bababa dito. So I'm going to put this back in console. Mas magbabago na yung arrangement niya. Okay? Any questions, guys? Any clarifications?
None, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so thank you, Meg. White ang, of course, pwede yung piliin yung preference mo, no? All right, so I'll close this. In a moment, we'll discuss our markdown. Okay, apply. Dapat pala kinancel ko na lang kasi wala naman akong change na ginawa. Okay, while it's buffering, guys, take a look at this. So ito yung mga functionalities ni ni RStudio. Okay, meron tayong file dito, edit code, etc. Let's take a look at the edit file first. So pag nagfa-file tayo, we can create new file. So ito yung mga pwede natin i-create. Our script, our notebook, our markdown. Then we can actually have our HTML, our presentation. Our presentation is for parang PowerPoint slides. Okay, but ang focus natin is either our script or our markdown. Ito yung gagamitin natin sa subject na to. Okay, now may I request you first to, file, new file. So ito yung choices natin. Itong new file na to, actually andi dito na rin yan, no? Ito. Yan. Ito yung new file. So you don't have to go to file and then new file. Pwede na dito yun, yung may plus dito. Yan. Okay? Then as we go on, guys, as we go in this class, we're going to learn more how to navigate through the other tabs here. Okay. What do you see now in your RStudio? May nakikita ba kayong tabs dito? Kasi sa akin, 4 na, no? So sa inyo malamang isa lang, no? Just one. Kasi when you open the, when you open the RStudio, may isang default na tab dito. So what we're going to do now is kindly open, okay, so go back to our modules. Kindly open 1 point, saan yun? That's 1 point, .6. Kindly open 1.6. Okay, have you opened it, guys? When you open it, you'll have this. Ito, Finstad intro to our March 1. Okay, kindly chat, guys, kung na-open nyo na. Thank you. Good. Okay. Thank you. Now, in R, guys, dalawa yung maging ano natin. Ang gagamitin natin talaga R Markdown. But, so, ang initial discussion muna natin, R script muna. So, if you want to open an R script, just go here, click this, and R script. Pag nag-open kayo ng R script, guys, magbubukas yan. Yan, ito, empty, no? And then in this R script, you can now perform your codes. Kunyari, 3 times 10, 3 times 10. Okay? And then when you want to run a code, guys, hindi lang enter, dapat control enter. Control enter. Sa Mac, is it control enter or command enter? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mauro. Thank you, John. Command enter sa Mac. By the way, guys, kindly remind me, sometimes I forget that we're not in the lab. Na as I speak, nasusundan nyo, nasa ano tayo, nasa virtual, so it takes longer for you to follow. No? So if I'm going too fast, kindly remind me. So what did we just do? We opened an R script. So yung mga script na yan, okay, kunyari, gawa ulit tayo, square root of 1,000. Tingnan natin kung mag-run to, control enter. Error, no? Bakit? Kasi wala namang function na capital SQRT. Dapat small letter. No? Okay, so very particular CR sa spelling. Square root of 1,000, and then it will give us this answer. 31.62278. Okay? So, ganyan yung R, guys. Mamaya, papakita ko sa inyo na iba siya kaysa sa R Markdown. Okay, so let me close this. Okay? You need not close that, guys, if you want. Untitled siya kasi hindi pa natin nasa-save to. No? So let me close this and then go back. Don't save. Let's go back here. Okay, introduction to R. Notice that ito, guys, ito, may hashtag, no? Pag may hashtag, guys, ibig sabihin comment yan. Kahit i-control enter natin yan. For example, control enter. Yun na yung nasa baba. Nag-control enter tayo, guys. Bumaba si ano. In-skip niya itong mga hashtag kasi comments yan eh. So immediately it went to the first code. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Pag may comment sign yan, pag may hashtag, hindi ira-run ni Aryan. Kasi it will read it as a comment. So how many windows are there when you open R? We said that's 4. Sometimes, guys, baka magulat kayo na baka sabihin nyo na, bakit 3 lang yung windows ko? Naka-minimize lang yung isa. You just have to increase the size. Pwede nyo i-drag, no? Yan. All right. So, we looked at the different functions. Ang function itong console, we can type our script here. Kunyari, lagay natin dito, square root of 100. So in the console window, we can type our codes here. Notice, guys, yung tinatype natin dito sa script, pumupunta din dito sa console. Tapos dito ira-run yan. Andi dito yung result. Wala dito sa script, no? Sa R script natin. Okay. Now, it's also important to get your working directory. So, paki-check nga, guys. Let's run this code. Get working directory. Control Enter. Okay. So, what you see here is my working directory. Sa inyo, guys, makikita nyo rin yung working directory kung saan yung default na working directory ng R. Now, I would normally suggest that you create a folder in the desktop para mas madali ma-access yung working directory nyo. So here what I did was to create a folder in my desktop. Papakita ko to. I'll close R, hindi natin gagamitin to. So open ko lang yung, okay. Can you see the screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, yeah. magbukas lang ako ng panibagong window. So what I did was to create a folder. I called it my RWD, my R working directory. This gets in the way. So this one, where's that? My RWD. This one, guys. No? This one, my RWD. I want this to be my working directory. So could you do that, please, guys? You can create a folder and name it my RWD. Okay. Then let's let's get the file location of this folder. So how do you get the file location? You can click this. Okay, so just click this one, guys. And then here in home, and then copy path, that one. So i-copy nga natin. So I copied the path, and then I'm going to put it here. Control V. So yun ang path, guys. That's the file address, file location of this folder, my RWD. Questions, guys? My shortcut actually dyan. So click. Make sure this is highlighted, no? And then Control L. I'm not sure if in Mac that should be Command L. Control L. That's to copy the file location. And then I go back here. Control V. It's the same. Siguro, okay, pause muna ako for a few seconds. So please create now your folder. And then type in the R script the file location. Okay, have you done that? Done na, guys? Were you able to copy the location of the folder that you created to be your working directory? Okay, thank you. The rest, okay na ba? And by the way, guys, buti na, hindi ko nakalimutan. Kung pwede, guys, ano ako sa Messenger o sa Facebook para pag kailangan kong mag-communicate sa inyo, madali tayong mag-communicate sa Messenger. Pag may urgent din, guys, kasi pag email, hindi naman laging bukas yung email. So mas maganda, guys, kung Messenger para mas madali yung communication natin. Hanapin nyo lang ako sa Messenger, guys. Bobby Bailon yung pangalan ko doon. No? Does anyone know how to copy the path on Mac? Yes?
I actually have a question po. Because right now, I'm using kasi my Windows laptop, pero it's Windows 7. So I'm not able to find the button to copy the path po. Like, I'm not sure exactly how to do it.
Okay, pero na-access mo na yung ano mo, na-access mo na yung folder mo, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so yan, di ba? Subukan mo nga Control L.
Okay, Control L.
Control L, and then i-paste mo dun sa ano. I-paste mo. Kasi ito Control L yung ginamit ko dito eh.
Pa-paste ko sa set WD po.
Hindi, dito mo i-paste sa ano. I-paste mo dito sa script natin. Kasi dapat makuha natin yung address eh.
Okay, sure.
Diyan na muna, diyan na muna sa labas. Were you able to do that?
Hindi pa rin gumagana, sir.
Ayaw pa rin? Okay, dali Siguro ganito na lang. Ganito gawin natin. Another one, kasi hindi kompleto to, ganito na lang. No? So, although it will not give us the correct answer, the complete answer, ganito na lang. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, ganito, no? Properties tayo. Right-click mo, tapos properties.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tapos nakita mo tong location na to dito sa general.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So copy mo na lang to.
Sige, sir.
Wait, nakaka-copy ba to? Yan. Copy mo siya, Control C, and then Control V. Okay, di ba? Tapos idadagdag mo lang yung folder na ginawa mo. Yan. Okay?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, so ganoon na lang, no? Tapos kailangan mong i-put in quotes. Who's this?
Sir?
Sino nagtanong?
D-Raj po, sir.
D-Raj, okay, D-Raj, thank you. So, ganun na gawin natin, D-Raj, no? Okay na, nagawa mo na?
Yes po, sir.
Okay,
Yes po.
so what we do, guys, we copy this, Control C, and then we put it here in set working directory, Control V. Okay, I want you to do something. I want you to run that, Control Enter. By the way, guys, when you run, pwedeng Control Enter or ito, guys, run, no? Pwede yan. If you're anywhere in the line of your code, you can just click here, run, okay? Or Control Enter, yun, Control Enter. So what happened, guys? Nung Control Enter natin?
Sir, nag-fail.
Nag-fail. Okay. Mag-fail yan, guys, kasi ayaw ni R ng backward slash. No? So what we need to do is to replace this by forward slash. So lahat ng backward slash, palitan nyo ng forward slash. Yan. Alright, then try Control Enter ulit. Okay, so what happened? Okay na ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay na, good. Yan, very good, very good. So, are there any problems? Guys, paki-yes nga kung working na. Thank you, Miguel. The rest? Yes, okay, good. Salamat. Okay. Tatlo pa lang. Yung iba. Paki-chat na lang, guys, kung working na. I have seen only 3 replies. The rest, kung pwede din. Para malaman ko kung 100% na. Okay, good. Okay. So, how do you know, guys, na ito na yung working directory natin? Mag-get working directory tayo ng code. No? Get WD, then, okay na. Yan yung working directory natin. Now, that's important, guys, kasi kung later on, kunyari, pag mag markdown tayo, dapat meron tayong working directory, especially pag ninit na tayo. Mamaya explain ko, pag ninit na tayo. Okay. So this is give a name to your, you can do this also. You can do this. So first, you create an object, no? A name. So here, gumawa ako ng pangalan. It can be Bob, it can be anything. No? So here, I'm naming it our working directory. And then what I'm going to do is, take a look at this. Ito, no? May pangalan to, guys. Ito. This is a name. Itong less than and then minus, ang tawag dyan, assignment operator. Okay, assignment operator. Ano ibig sabihin nun? We are assigning the value of this one or whatever this object is to a name. And the name is my working directory. Now, pwede bang ganito? Pwede bang ganito? Pwede bang equal to? Tapos ito. Pwede rin, guys. Kaso, it's not recommended that we use equal sign. Why? It's not recommended to use equal sign. Kasi minsan, pag equation ang ilalagay natin dito, may equal ka na dito tapos may equal ka pa dito sa loob. So baka magkaroon ng confusion, baka magka-problema sa coding. So when we're naming an object, a particular name, when we're giving it a particular name, we normally use the assignment operator, which is this one. Of course, pwede rin mabaliktad yan, ano? Si my RWD nasa dulo, pero ang symbol natin ngayon, okay, let me just illustrate that. Control C, Control V, and then binago natin yung order, Control X. Yan. Pwede rin yan, guys, no? Pwede rin. But I don't see this often. Madala ko nakakita ng gantong coding kasi mas nakakalito to eh. So you first name the object and then assignment operator and then whatever. Now, for example, guys, kunyari, I'll create an object called AAA and the value is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so when we run this, then yung control enter, what happened? Nagkaroon ng object dito na AAA. Don't mind the A, guys, kasi ito yung ginamit ko kanina. Pero meron na dapat kayong, wala pa kayong my working directory, no? Meron na dapat kayong AAA dito na 1, 2, 3. Did you run this, guys? Control enter nyo to. Yung my working directory. When you do that, lalabas dito, my RWD, and it's an object, it's actually a location, no? A file location. And then, pwede natin gawin ganito. So set working directory, instead of typing the location itself, just type my RWD. Kasi dinefine na natin na yung my RWD, that's a location. Okay? Clear ba yun? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pag gusto nyo ulitin ko, okay lang guys, ha? Don't be ashamed to ask me to repeat the explanation, especially if it's not clear. Kasi we're not in a marathon, guys. We're not in a sprint, no? Sorry, we're not in a sprint. We are in a marathon. So long-term tayo dito, at least for the duration of the term. Okay. Now, there's a shortcut for typing this. Paano tinype yung assignment operator? So dito sa Windows, Shift less than and then minus, no? Sa Mac yata Command less than and then minus. So tatlo yung keyboards na tatlo yung i-strike natin na key, ano? So ang shortcut niyan is, subukan nyo to guys, Alt and then minus. I think in Mac it's also Alt and then minus. So mas mabilis yun, yung assignment operator, mas mabilis na gawin sa Alt minus. Can you try, guys?
Sir, on which line po? Which line do we do the Alt?
Anywhere here. Kunyari, I'm going to create an object BBB, no? And then the shortcut is, instead of Shift less than and then minus, mas mabilis yung Alt, press Alt, tapos minus. Diba? Automatic yun na ma-generate yung assignment operator. Okay, question naman. Sa Mac ba pareho lang din, Alt minus? Sa Mac users, pareho lang ba? Or is it...
Options po, sir.
Options. Okay, so sa Mac, options. Ayan. Thank you, Jan.
Minus.
So sa Mac, options and then minus. Okay, so since gagamitin talaga natin, guys, yung assignment operator, hindi tayo gagamit ng equal to, no? Pwede rin, sabi ko nga kanina, pwede rin may equal to. Kaso, minsan pag equation yung linalagay natin dito tapos may equal to, baka magka-problema si R. Sometimes nagkaka-problema. Kaya, it's always suggested that we use this assignment operator. Okay, so for example, we create this. We assign the value 1000 to BBB, Control Enter, and then you have now this BBB object and the value is 1000. And lumalabas din siya dito sa console natin. Lahat ng rinaran natin dito, guys, sa source natin, lalabas yan dito sa console natin.
Sir?
Yes?
Your question lang. Sir, ano ulit po yung use ng yung less than and minus?
This is called the assignment operator. Okay? So when we're giving a name to a particular object, kunyari itong 1, 2, 3. O kunyari 10 million. And kunyari gusto mo laging gagamitin yung value na 10 million na yun, maybe you can represent it just by a letter, a text, kunyari A. So, para kunyari kukunin mo yung, may gagawin ka about that specific value, you don't have to repeat that value. You just have to access the name you gave to that value.
So you're assigning value lang po.
Yeah, kunyari, ano? Kunyari ganito. So, we can directly, pwede natin i-direct, kunyari, magbigay tayong example, A, alt minus 10. Okay, kunyari 10, tapos B, alt minus 20. Okay. So, pag magpe-perform tayo dito ng operation, kunyari 10 plus 20, okay, that will be 30, di ba? Pero pwede rin yan, kasi may inassign na natin ng name yan, A plus B, no? And you get also, sorry. B, hindi ko pa palang naran si B. I-run ko si B. So may B na ako dito, 20. And then when I run A plus B, pwede na.
Sir, so like it's same as the let
Yeah,
something.
parang ganon.
Okay.
Bakit 80 yung A plus B? Ano ba yung A ko?
Sir, di nyo ata na-run yung A.
Yung A6. Hindi ko na-run tong A, sorry. Yung initial ko na A60 kasi. When I run, by the way guys, nare-replace siya na. Kunyari, ang current value ko ng A60. Pag rinan ko to, what happened to A here?
Nagbago po siya.
Nagbago na siya. So, nasusuperimpose yung yung dating name na binigay natin, yung value na binigay natin. Alright? Clear yun? So, when I now run A plus B, 30 na nga siya. Okay, so I said, guys, packages are very important. Packages are very important because they contain programs, they contain functions that can be used by any R user. So how do you install packages? There are two ways to install packages. Let's take a look at the first one. So the code is install.packages. And then ilalagay nyo dito, may quotes, single or double quotes, and then the name of the package. Let's say Urka. May package na ba kayo ng Urka? Most probably wala pa. How do you check that, guys? Here in the packages window, you go to packages, and then alphabetical naman yan. Dito sa user library, punta kayo sa U. Punta kayo sa U dito, U. Okay, U. Wag sa system library, no? Sa packages library, U. You will not find Urka there. Ako meron kasi na-install ko na to. Do you find Urka?
Wala po, sir.
Wala, no? This is a package for time series analysis. So how do we install this? One way is to do this, install that packages, no? Sige. Yan ang gawin natin, guys. Paki-install that packages Urka. Control Enter. Okay, and then once you have done that, check nyo yung packages ulit. Kung lumabas na si Urka. Okay, what happened?
I found it na, sir.
Oh, yan. Na-install na siya, no? The rest, guys, naka-install na kayo ng Urka.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Good. Now, what's another way to install packages, guys? Let's install this time itong si Wooldridge, no? Ito, no? Wooldridge. W-O-O-L-D-R-I-G-E. How do you install that? Huwag natin gamitin to. Gamitin natin itong dito, no? Packages, no? Install. Pwede dyan. And then you type the package wool. Pag tina-type nyo siya, pag nasa nasa cran yan, lalabas yung mga choices nyo. Try nyo muna i-type W-O-O-L. W-O-O, guys. Ano lumalabas? Do you see Wooldridge as one of the options?
Yes po, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yan. So, lumalabas na. Kasi, pag ginamit natin itong install dito, ilalabas dyan yung mga available na packages in the are in the CRAN repository. Yung CRAN, di ba, ano ibig sabihin ng CRAN? Comprehensive R Archive Network. So, andyan sa repository na yan, lahat ng mga packages na available. So, i-click nyo nga guys, click nyo si Wooldridge. Okay, and then install. I will not anymore click this kasi usually ilalagay nyo dapat install dependencies. Ibig sabihin install dependencies, it might depend also on other packages. Kaya kung nagdi-depend to sa other packages, i-install niya rin yung ibang packages na yun. Okay, what happened? Did it appear now, guys? Si Wooldridge.
Yes, sir.
Okay, andyan na. So, how many times do you have to install packages? Only once. Pag na-install niyo na yan, andyan na yan, no? Kaso you can't automatically use that. You have to run this code either ito, library or required. Pero i-install muna natin to ha. So you can install several packages at once. You just use the combine, the concatenator. So install that packages, open parent, C, and then identify the 4 packages. Pwedeng sabay-sabay yan. So pakiran to guys. Pakiran yung simultaneous installation ng packages na yan.
Sir,
Yes.
before I install those packages po, I noticed na kulang po yung car. Yun lang po yung wala sa akin. Pero I still went with the installation and then I checked it again. Nangyari naman po is nag-double yung mass. Is it okay?
Oh, okay lang yun. Nag-double yung mass.
Yes po.
Okay. Sandali mass. Tapos parehong version ba? Kindly check the version. Usually kasi pag ini-install natin to, pag naka-install na, hindi na magdo-double yan eh. Ito yung mass, okay? I-check nyo nga dito sa packages yung mass.
Ay, may iba po yung version. 7.3 to 53 lang, sir.
O, tapos yung isa,
Yung isa po is 7.3 to 53.1.
okay. So, magkaibang version, ano? Wait. Pwede mo siguro i-X yung isa.
Yung wala pong
O, yung
0.1.
walang 53.1.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir,
Yes?
it says here na I have to type yes, no, or cancel. Saan po ito type yung yes?
Sorry, saan kaya yun? Hindi ko, wait. Saan kaya may yes or ano? Pwede, who's this?
Diyan po, sir.
Jan? Would you mind sharing your screen, Jan?
Sige po, sir.
Dali Let me...
Sir, for me naman, I did the same code pero everything is there except car.
Except car, wala si car. Okay,
Yeah.
let's handle that. So unahin mo natin si Jan ha.
Sige po,
Jan,
sir.
I'll make you, I'll make you co-host na lang, no?
Sige po, sir.
Sige, I'll make you co-host. Then, can you share your screen para makita natin? Yan. Okay, thank you. Yan. So, ano nangyari dito? Dito, no? What's this? Do you want to install from sources the package which need compilation? Saan ka Sige, i-yes mo na lang. Sige, yes mo.
Hindi po nakiklik, sir.
Pero i-write, I think you have to write it.
Wala, sir.
Pwede mo isulat. Just type.
Sige po, sir.
Dito, maybe dito sa dito mismo sa line na to, yan, then. Click that. Type mo nga yes.
Sir, hindi po nakakapag-type.
Hindi nakakapag-type.
Yeah.
Yan.
Ay, wait. Ayun. Ay. Ay, ulit, sir.
Do you want to install? Hindi dyan eh. Ngayon ko lang na-meet tong gantong ano.
Ayun, okay na pala, sir.
Okay na? Oo.
Hindi lang kita yung yes sa ano. Maliit lang kasi yung...
Okay. Sige. So, okay na. No?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, John. So, nag-i-install na siya, no?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Sino pa may isang question?
Sir, ako po, yung car, like, nakita na po, sir.
Okay na?
Opo.
Sige. So, no more question? Clear na?
Sir,
Yes?
yung sa akin naglalagay RStudio encountered a fatal error.
Pag ganyan, baka malamang yan, you will have to repeat.
Oo nga sir, 2 beses ko na inulit like dinelete ko na yung file tapos kinuha ko ulit sa canvas tapos ginawa ko ulit yung mga set WD, ganun, tapos ganun pa rin.
Ang masasuggest ko siguro pag yan, Calvin, maybe i-uninstall muna ulit yung R at saka RStudio, no? And then i-reinstall mo.
Okay, sir.
Pero wag mo muna gawin, just follow along muna, no?
Yes,
matatapos na naman yung lecture natin. So pag ganyan, dati na-encounter ko rin na ng ganyan. So what I did was to uninstall R and RStudio and then reinstall ko na lang ulit. Kasi minsan baka nagkaka-problem sa installation. Eh.
Okay, sir.
Sige.
Thank you.
Okay,
Hi,
thank
sir.
you. Yes?
I have a problem po of updating loaded packages. Paulit-ulit po yung message po na yun.
Anong sinasabi?
It said updating loaded packages. Then one or more of the packages that will be updated by installation are currently loaded po. And it said, do you want to restart R prior to installing? And I keep saying yes, pero paulit-ulit po yung message na yun.
Okay, so what were you installing? Anong package?
I just keep running po yung install package because I'm missing yung DPLYR and cargo.
DPLYR. Okay, sige. Pag ganyan, no? Pag ganyan, one remedy for that. Can you see the screen, guys?
Nothing, sir.
Hindi nyo nakikita yung screen. Sandali. Okay, can you see it now? Yung R ko, nakikita nyo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, pag ganyan guys, pag nagkakaganon ng problema, maybe it's best not to install it at the same time. So kunyari nagkaka-problem ka sa dplyr, then maybe we isolate that by, sige, install natin dito, no? Try install that packages, then dplyr lang.
Yes, sir.
That's one way to go about it. Para ma-isolate natin kung ano yung nagkukos ng problem.
Okay po, sir.
Sige, pakitry ha?
Yes po.
Alright, so once you have installed the package, dapat mag-a-appear na dito yon. You cannot immediately use it. You have to require it. Okay, you have to tell R that you're going to need this package kasi hindi naman niya gagawing available. Imagine guys, no? Kung lahat to ng mga package na to, pagbukas ko ng R, gagawin niya available sa akin. Babagal yung it will slow down the speed of the processing because it will make automatically all of this available. Mahirap yun. Okay? So, R made it in such a way that only those packages that you need should be made available to you. So, kunyari, I want to use ggplot2. So, what we do is to either type library or require. Library ggplot2 or require ggplot2. By doing that, guys, then our access to ggplot2 and is made available. No? So it's either library or require, or you can use this. No? Dito sa packages, hanapin mo yung ggplot2 dito. Okay. ggplot2. And then click it. No? Pag click niyo yan, guys, yun nyo, I'll click this. Ayan. What do you see? Ang function niya, library ggplot2. Then sinabi lang niya yung location. No? Pero pwede na yun dito, library ggplot2 or require, yung kaninang inan natin, Woodridge. Clear ba so far, guys? And if you want, for example, some tutorial about a particular package, ggplot2, may mga tutorials dito mismo, no? And you can look at the links. You can look at the links. All right, any questions so far, guys?
Not sure.
Okay, before we go to the...
I have a question.
Yes?
Because nung nirun ko po yung combine,
Mm-hmm.
parang I don't see the packages named ggplot2 and mass and car and the others. But then, parang maraming nag-install na other packages. Is this right?
Dapat may ggplot2. No? Sometimes, kunyari guys, I'll give you an example. Sige, ano yung lahat guys, install that packages. And then there's a package in tidyverse. Okay, sige guys, install nyo to. And tell me what happens pag in-install nyo to.
Sir, I installed that last night, but do I install it again? No.
Na-install mo na? O, sige, what did you notice when you installed this?
Sir, it took a while. Like,
yes.
ulit-ulit yung downloading. Tapos, it actually didn't appear at the start yung sa packages ko. Pero after a while naman, dumating yung tidyverse po.
Yeah, okay. So minsan kasi hindi siya automatic, no? Sometimes it takes time. I noticed that also, no?
It took like 5 minutes po, sir.
Yeah, oo. You know what? Tama si Inigo eh. Kasi itong package na to, it contains also the other packages. So ano yung mga package? When you installed it, for example, Inigo, ano pa yung mga kasamang packages? Other packages that come with tidyverse. Full lot, no? Pero nakalagay yan dito, no, sa console. Nakalagay yan kung ano yung kung ano pa yung in-install niya with the tidyverse. Anyone? Napansin niyo ba dito? Nasa console yun kung ano yung mga kasamang na-install dun sa tidyverse. May nakita pa kayo?
Yes, sir.
Ano? Example, ano? Kasi it will tell you kung ano pa yung mga packages na kasama dun sa tidyverse. Eh.
Yung ano, sir, yung SYS, PS, Base 64, ENC.
Nakita niyo yung ggplot2? Nakita niyo yung dplyr?
Yes, sir. It's here.
Ha?
Yes,
Sige, i-ano ko rin i-install ko. Kahit na-install ko na, sige, install ko na lang, no? Para makita natin. Okay, it will take some time nga lang, no? So, while we're waiting for this to install, as I said a while ago, guys, once you install the package, you don't need to reinstall it every time you use it kasi andiyan na yan. You only update it once there are updates. But you check nyo naman sa CRAN, guys, kung ano yung mga latest na latest na version ng package na yun. Okay. So hindi ito, not that, no? Hindi na niya pinakita dito kasi ibig sabihin yung mga dependencies niya naka-load na dito. If you were downloading if you were installing tidyverse for the first time, sasabihin niya kung ano pa yung mga ini-install niya. Kasama diyan si tidyverse, si dplyr. Okay. Okay, ko lang check natin dependencies of tidyverse. Ayan. Hindi nakalagay dito. Okay. Not the good site that I want. Hindi niya pinapakita. Pero may mga dependencies yan, guys. Example, ggplot2, dplyr, tball. Those are the examples of other packages that when you download Tidyverse, isasama niya yung yung mga packages din na yon. Hindi ko makita. Tingnan natin sa cron. Ito pala. Ayan, oh. Ito yung mga kasama niya. Ayan, guys. Take a look at this. Can you see the screen? When you load Tidyverse, it will also load ggplot2, dplyr, tidyr, readr, perr, tball, stringr, forecast. These are very important packages, guys. So sinasama niya yan, pag kunyari ila-library natin si Tidyverse, isasama niya rin yung ibang yung ibang packages. Okay? So okay na to. All right. So I need a few more minutes, guys, to discuss yung yung R Markdown. Okay. Ito, guys, madali lang naman to, no? Pero i-discuss pa rin natin tomorrow. But kindly work through this. Okay. I just want to give an introduction about R Markdown. So far, what we have been using is a file on R script, no? Now, mas maganda yung R Markdown, guys, kasi maraming features ang R Markdown which you cannot see in R script. So let's open an R Markdown. Okay, here R Markdown. So magbubukas siya. Title, siguro lagyan natin trial ano ba? 99, no? Trial 99. Just gave it a random name. Ang magagawa niya, guys, either mag-output siya R Markdown, HTML, PDF, at saka Word. Walang problema itong HTML at saka Word. Ang kailangan, guys, pag PDF, you have to install this mic text, no? From latex to. So you have to install this. So hanapin nyo lang, guys, sa internet kung paano but I strongly suggest that you do this. I-install nyo rin si mic text para makapag-output tayo ng PDF. Okay, I don't need to install this anymore kasi na-install ko na to, no? So let's try first HTML, okay? Yan. So you see, this is called your YAML. This is your YAML. YAML, guys, ito yun, nasa taas. Itong tatlong minus and tatlong minus sa ilalim, it's called your yet another. Ito yung sinasabi nila na I don't know if this is official. Yet another markup language. Yet another markup language, YAML. Ito yan, ano? Okay, then, what do you notice here? Ito, wala tayong makikitang ganito sa R script. Neither ganito, no? All codes, guys, all codes in R are placed in R Markdown is placed in a code chunk like this. Chunk, C-H-U-N-K. So, kunyari, sa R script, kanina, nag 2 plus 2 tayo, di ba? Nag-run yun. Ito 2 plus 2, guys, dito ko lang ilalabas outside of the chunk. Rinan ko, hindi mag-run. By the way, do you have this already, guys? Nag-install ba kayo ng panibagong R Markdown? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yung iba, nag-install ba kayo? Make sure you okay, thank you. Okay, so notice, guys, yung 2 plus 2, hindi siya nag-run, no? Kasi nasa labas siya ng code. Pero pag ilagay mo dito sa code yan, 2 plus 2, notice yung color, di ba? Pag code talaga babasahin, i-red dito sa dito sa cobalt, no? So ito maiintindihan ni ni R na code siya kasi nasa loob siya ng chunk na to, no? Ng chunk. And then control enter. Okay, notice na yung answer dinalagay niya dito sa baba. Okay? It's also placed here together with the code pero dinalagay din niya dito. Unlike si script you cannot see the answer in the script. So X ko to. Okay, so this is just an explanation of R Markdown. Okay, now since R Markdown talaga ang gagamitin natin guys, pati sa mga activities nyo, pati sa mga outputs, then you are required to know how to use R Markdown. So again, as I said guys, ang daming resources naman sa internet. Please read on R Markdown. Pero here, before I continue, just to show you, punta kayo sa help guys, help. Cheat sheets, no? Cheat sheets, R Markdown cheat sheet. Okay, then it will open in PDF. Tapos makikita natin doon na okay. Ito. Then mag-open yan sa okay, so here is my R Markdown. Okay. So ito yung guide natin on how to navigate through R Markdown. Maliliit siya pero guys, very sufficient na naman tong ano natin ito. Sinasummarize niya so yung syntax ng R Markdown. And let me illustrate to you what happens with R Markdown. Si R Markdown kasi, unlike si script guys, unlike ito, so paano mo i-generate to? Well, you will have to copy paste this and put it in Word and then ayusin mo. No? Si R Markdown hindi. Ito siya, no? Ito. Let's take a look at this. Tingnan pa natin ibang codes dito, no? Nyari ito. Cars, guys, cars is a data set that come with R. So if you type here, cars, ano ba yung cars na yan? Okay, so it's a data set. Tapos, ayan yung description ng ng cars data set. You have two variables, speed and distance. Tapos, ito yung source niyan, no? Etc. So, no 1920s pa to, no? 1920s. It's included in R just for purposes of examples. Okay, so I won't explain that. Okay, so here, i-run natin to. How do you run a chunk? You can either go here and then highlight mo kung different lines and then control enter, or here guys, here, ito, this is running. Summary guys, it gives us a summary descriptive statistics. Dalawang variables siya. So ito yung average ni speed, median, first quartile, etc. So very convenient, no, yung function na summary. Ibibigay sa atin yung yung mga measures ng mean, median, mode, etc. ng ano. Now, how do you introduce guys? How do you insert a chunk? Madali lang, no? Here, you have here insert R, okay? And then you can do your square root, for example, of 100. Okay, then you can run this now. All right, here is another code, another example. This is coming from the dataset pressure, okay? And then we can plot now. Sabi natin si ggplot, si R very good in visualization. Run this, and then here you have the plot of pressure and temperature. Okay. Okay, now, ano yung echo is equal to false? Echo is equal to false. It's a parameter added to the code chunk to prevent printing of the R code that generated the plot. Ibig sabihin, pag i-output na natin tong R Markdown na to, hindi niya ipapakita yung yung chunk na to. Pero ipapakita niya yung output. So let's do that. It's almost time. Sorry, inaano ko to para makita ko yung output. How do we generate the output of R Markdown? Andi dito. The secret is here in knitting. Okay? In knitting. Andi dito yan guys sa ano natin dito sa R Markdown dito. This is what happens. Just to show you. Where is that? Okay, this is what happens guys in when we use R Markdown. So the R Markdown guys, ininit yan. Ibig sabihin, aayusin niyo yung text at saka yung code. It will be converted into a Markdown file, okay? And then ang gagawin ni Pandoc is also a package, aayusin niya para maging output yan. So depende kung ano yung output natin, either HTML, PDF, or Word. No? So going back here, okay, init na natin, knit natin to HTML. Okay, so tatanungin tayo kung anong file natin isi-save yung HTML. Notice guys, dun siya papasok sa working directory natin. Automatic, dun natin isi-save. So lagyan natin trial, 99, trial 99, save. After sinave natin guys, then mapaprocess na siya dito. No? Doon na gagawin yung sinasabi natin na sa knitr, yan, nag-knitr na siya, kino-convert na niya into an MD file, and then si Pandoc gagawin na niyang HTML, kasi HTML yung sinabi natin. Okay, so just waiting. Okay, binubuksan na niya sa browser. No? Yan. If you want this to be opened in browser, okay, open in browser. So magbubukas yan sa browser natin. No? So you can now share this. No? Ayan guys. Tingnan niyo yung output, di ba? Oh, ang ganda, di ba? So in fact, people make use of R Markdown in order to write books. So may package ang tawag Bookdown. So R Markdown plus Bookdown, napaka-powerful guys in outputs. Okay, so yung mga outputs nyo guys, ganyan ha. Pag may mga activities tayo, pag may mga assignments, the output should always be in R Markdown. So one last, knitr, gawin ko naman sa Word. So what happens if I knit this in Word? Pwede rin. Yan, pinaprocess na niya. Tapos hintayin nyo lang mag-open sa Word yan. Isi-save din yan automatically dun sa working directory nyo. Yan, mag-open na siya sa Word. Yan, okay, it's here. Okay, so while it's preparing, so it's, okay. And then, pag ganito na, then, kung gusto nyo medyo i-modify nyo na lang konti. No? Yan. So, andun yung plots, di ba? Very nicely placed. No? Di ba? So, tingnan nyo guys dito yung plots. Di ba? Ginawa natin echo is equal to false. Hindi lumabas yung code. No? Yung iba guys sa mga code, lumabas. Yung summary ng cars, square root ng 100, lumabas siya. Pero yung echo is equal to false dun sa code chunk, it did not include the code chunk for that. Kasi ginawa natin echo is equal to false. Alright? Any questions guys? Any questions? So kamusta naman? May natutunan ngayon guys? Okay. Maganda talaga yung R guys. So I'm really encouraging you to learn it. Learn it even outside the confines of our virtual classroom. I'd like to encourage you to may email nga pala ako sa na na video. Sinabi ko na ba kanina yon yung marine stats? Did I mention that guys? Yung marine stats na mention ko ba? Hindi pa yata. Wait, ha? Sandali. Papakita ko lang to. Or ano ko na lang guys, i-send ko yung link. Na-close ko na yata. Okay, I think I closed it. Now, marine stats guys, maraming tutorials. So meron siyang introduction to our 17 videos, pero maiiksi lang. 4 minutes, 3 minutes. I'd like to encourage you to really view this. Sana in the next few days, you spend time, some time in order to watch the videos para lalo ma-enhance yung knowledge natin sa R. Alright? So, thank you very much guys. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat sa pag-attend. I hope you learned something today. So, I'll meet you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. For those of you who will not come, it's okay. Naka-record naman to, no? Pero paki-view yung yung video natin. Okay. So, salamat guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Salamat.